Hello everyone and welcome back to, well, our first war episode, real war I mean. We are now right in front of the Admiral's New World Island. I think the Admiral is really weak in this playthrough. He only has a couple of cannons there, so the basic ones really, and the tier 2 cannons that are also not really that strong against my royal warships. I'm confident that we can pull this off, and yeah, with that, I don't have any real trade route also going in this direction, and we can really just go ahead and declare war on the fella. Actually, he likes us quite a lot, but we also like his islands, and since island takeover is not really possible, we want to destroy him in another way. Hopefully Anne will like that too, that when we declare war on someone else, that she might, you know, like us a bit more because of that. Now, the fighting has started. And as we can see, there was a frigate and a little schooner right in the harbor area too. And there's also a trader coming in from the other side. And we are just trying to crush the defense here now. Hopefully really quickly, but what I can see is that it's not happening that quickly. And does like it to some extent. We lose a ship there already. Let's try to take the harbor cannon down. The main harbor building. One ship is down. That is a bit surprising to me that it's so quickly. We still have, now we have some ships here with the items on board, so they take way more hits. But his buildings are taking a lot of hits too. Alright, next ship is down. Do we have we made a mistake here? I hope not. This one really needs to go down here now. It's doing a lot of damage here, the main building. There it is down, alright. Morale is still looking good for him. He has some warships in the area too. Two of my ships. There's no way to actually push them out on time, right? They're too slow for that. They're sailing ships. I can't pull them out there on time, even if I wanted to. Oh, come on. Is this for real here now? We might be facing a bit of a problem there. Any other cannon tower that is damaged a bit? No, not really. This one we can pull out though. Not really. The damage of these towers is insane. Like, my ships are just going down like flies. Look at that. Yeah, let's pull the item over because this ship is sinking. Another one down. Incredible. I think we're still going to take it. Yeah, there it is. Perfect. Though I gotta say, this was something else here. We're down to 4 ships only now, and he could actually retaliate probably with one of his other ships. There is some loot. Let's have a look at that. Some bricks. Oh, bricks is actually pretty good. Some weapons there too. That's really a nice starting gear. And also a Corsair. Damage to steamships is increased. Damage from ships is reduced. Also some expedition bonuses and a nice selling price. Is there anything else that we might find in the area? And on board of this one, influence, we are the conqueror. With that, perfect. Oh yes, also a mortar for my shippy. So let's just equip this one. A mortar, and then we got some special items here too that we can use occasionally to do some extra damage then on top of it. Now with my clipper that we have in the area, let's just go ahead and get us some timber over there so we can start up a proper production, and also some steel beams since we are in the mood for it. This one has caoutchouc, so a very important good that we need for the bicycles. It also has a clay deposit finally, so we can start up building a brick production in the new world. That is very important for us. But of course, the main goal will be the Hacienda, and with that we'll be able to get all kinds of crops out there. My most important one would be the coffee. Now with diplomacy. Yeah, Sean still on good terms here with him, so he is pushing. We have 900,000. We could actually offer him a gift. Let's get the gift to Anne Harlow there. Ceasefire, I'm not going to do this. That's just not going to work out really. Oh, he's actually pushing in with 2 ships though, right? So he might not have the best of the stuff, but he has some stuff. And we should be careful. Meanwhile, back at home, we do have a bit of a queue here lining up now to my harbor area. So let's just go ahead and get us a nice pier out there. So something where we can unload more. I could use the standard one. There is, however, also one from the docklands that we could use as well. So this pier here, it's a bit smaller. So this is making things a bit easier in this tight area. And let's go ahead, move the cannons. We can move them safely over there. In this corner, there is also no traffic. And then I just can go ahead and have another pier somewhere out there for now. In my revolting capital of Knutes, and in the New World. Alright, someone settled. There is another island down here, but it seems to be a very small one. Oh, and we are under attack. There is the retaliation party coming in from the admiral. No props. Thank for the loot. It's a few weapons there once again. Also, my timber is arriving. We do, by the way, have an upgraded trading post here, which is just perfect for us. Another ship is under attack. What's going on? Alright, alright. 2 of my ships are under attack. The admiral is fighting us across the wall. I totally underestimated him. I have to be honest here. This is not something I expected. Can I? No, we cannot stack them.
Attention for the admiral.
Come on, please don't destroy my ship here now. Alright, that was close. But he continues to chase us, right? Yep, there's more of his ships coming. I think we're going to lose some ships there.
Fleet moving in convoy.
And he actually destroyed 2 of my warships here in the old world. Yep. Because I had 5. Now we're down to 3.
Awaiting new horizons.
I did not see an attack coming here. I was focused on the new world and I did not expect a big attack. Yeah, okay. We're losing this ship here and there's nothing I can do about it. We do have some 2 fine steel hulls on board and this is going to hurt us. I do have Twist of Corral. Let's move this over here because perhaps we can still get the items back.
We are somewhat lame.
Oh, this is just not good. Yeah, and there's the fatal volley. Right. Does he still want to attack us? Where's my other one? Okay. I gotta say, I totally underestimated the admiral here. I'm a bit under pressure there because I don't have a naval force anymore, really, in the old world now. This one is on its way. And I totally underestimated or overestimated, I guess, the power of my royal warships. They're not really strong in direct combat. Let's try to get the items there. So I've got 2 of my ships over and there's also a clipper that will be able to get there hopefully on time. Also, yes! Holy cow! Let's use the mortars that we have. There it is. Boom. With a big kaboom. Let's fire once more. With everything that we have to save our ships. Alright, these items are massive. Perfect. But how many more attacks are coming in here? Because also, I've lost no, we're still at 4. Perfect. But there shouldn't be any other attack now coming, please. Because then we might lose some more. We might lose some more ships. And there's the weapons. And we had some bricks, right? There's the bricks. Get the bricks to Petra Seca. And some weapons there too. I always gladly take the weapons, because with that we already have everything that we need to defend this island then too. And just get those bricks and gold over. But we need to check really quickly. I've managed to save 1 steel hull and the second one. That is just very important, as they are incredibly powerful. And then I'm going to take this as well. There is no other ship coming, right? No. Fine.
More than ready.
And the weapons. Perfect. And let's get this one over there to the main harbor and, of course, rebuild the fleet. So 3 more warships are in the queue right now. This should just work out. We have a bit of a worker problem there, but that's because there is, once again, some riots and some ruins. Nothing too severe. And yeah. I hope we can leave Knutes for the moment, because there is more urgent business, and that is in the new world. So every important good has been unloaded. There is no ship coming in right now, so that's something that I take gladly. And we can actually go ahead now with building up our Hacienda here. We should be able to build it right from scratch. There it is, right? costing us the 50 bricks that we got out of it. Isn't that a nice coincidence? And then we have the clay deposit right over there. That will be very helpful. However, since we will definitely need a lot of clay there too, let's use one of my clippers. This one here, or that one actually is better, and get it over there to the new vault, because we do need lots of bricks for defense, right? And also some steel beams. The weapons and timber, we have plenty there. And let's put it to Martinez first, and then we continue onwards to Pedra. That's that. It's a really busy harbor area by now. Lots of trade routes coming in and out of our foul capital. I'm proud. I can proudly call myself the owner of a foul capital. Alright, and by now, by the way, yep, also we got the oil power plant number 1, and the oil power plant number 2 is not built yet, but that's just some electricity. But we're full on oil, so I might actually push it, or we're building it somewhere else. I could also boost this whole industry right away with electricity, if I so desire. And we probably... Nah, I don't see much reason for why we should do this. Let's push our engineers. There you go. Power plant number 2 in Knuters. This one will provide electricity to engineers, provide me with more engineers, and also a slight increase in tax income, but only a slight. We do have some space here. I could push buildings. I could actually push some 3 more buildings here if I wanted to, or we push a smaller park or something like that. I'll just wait on that for now. Alright, or we push a fire station. I think actually we could just build a fire station for now, as it is required, and then we will probably get something else over there. The admiral surprisingly does not want to go ceasefire with us yet, nor as a peace treaty. He is much stronger than us still. That is of course only the harbor defenses. With Beryl we're looking very good though. Yeah, okay. And with Carl we might actually go into an alliance. Yeah. What does he want? 300,000 credits for an alliance. Let's decline again. But I think it's going to happen. They're not really warmongering, these guys. So there is a good chance we actually push for it. Though, of course, we will need to conquer those islands at some point. Let's push my bridges. So to the next area. 3,000 credits here. But by now, this doesn't really hurt us anymore. And another bridge then somewhere here. Like that. And this one moves over into this tiny area where we are going to have our timber production. Nothing spectacular here yet. And let's just have one. Seriously, this is not 100%? This should actually be 100%. We do have enough room. I only need 2, so that's fine. The next one into the oil area. There's a lot of oil over there, and we do have the harbor close by. So this is definitely going to be then a track there as well, a train track that we can have. And yeah, right here in the center, we can now push with the Hacienda. So of course, the main building, rather small in the beginning. We will need to add some more buildings to it then rather quickly. And of course, I also want to look out for a bit of beauty here, so let's just add some avenues then as well, since this is going to be an hacienda. It's going to be a difficult hacienda though, because we have so many rivers here and a little space. The area for the hacienda, of course, is growing bigger than over time, right? So it will then affect the other islands too at some point, where we can then add some plantations to that. That would be the ultimate goal. But there we have a nice entrance here for the hacienda, and around it then more buildings and stuff like that. Let's build it right away. We get the 50 tons of bricks there, and with that we can also select already we can actually select a policy. Increases the efficiency of sawmills and lumberjack huts on the island. Yeah, actually we could go ahead with this and boost our timber production right away. Let's build them too. And then of course what we really do need to do though and start with is the Honolero quarters, since we do really lack Honoleros. Let's have a bigger road here as well before we really go into the business. And then, as we can see, we don't really have a lot of space there right now. So I will need to be careful of how much I build. Go ahead and have those guys here too. And then we can actually go ahead and build them right away. These guys don't have influence yet, so they're not within the radius properly, I think. Nope. Oh yeah, there are. Perfect. Let's just build them too. And then here we make the bridge connection again, having this road around it then. And then we can continue with more houses. In that case, radius will hopefully increase then soon. Let's have some more here. And another block here. There you go, starting out. Tiny, but steadily. We can of course move these buildings then around. Beautiful, majestic building. So this is my residence when I come to the new world, of course. And with this one, let's just check it out. The radius is increasing now, as we can see. So slightly, ever so slightly. And let's have, yeah, 2 more we can squeeze in here. Though this is not the final position for those guys here. And probably another one here. That will also benefit from it. Very good. So those people are moving in. However, they don't really have a lot of stuff right now that is happening. We still need to wait. We still need to build 2 more actually if I want to unlock the first good. So I'm going ahead with 1 more here and 1 more here. Right, and with that we have unlocked now the fried plantain, and with that we can really start pushing now for population. So I would like to start with this next production then. And by the way, my clipper has not arrived yet, so that's not something I can gladly do so much. There we have our lumberjack huts. They're boosted and they're working right away, producing us the timber that we need. Let's have this space up there. Oh, there's a cliff. There you go. All the way up there to the clay. And then it's all about the plantain. We could also just get plantain over from Martinez and save us the space and the trouble with that. And I think that's what I'm going to do. And we will not really need a lot of it for starters, right? So it's only 1 per minute right now. So what actually could work here is a charter route, right? So I haven't done one yet. And it should work out just fine, the fried plantain that we need for it. And it goes from Martinez to Pedro Seca. And we don't really spend anything else on it other than a bit of coin for this charter route in these dangerous waters. And later on, when the volume increases, I can use the clipper then. I might actually use the clipper for now to get over here to Isabel. There's a warship for sale. 65,000. Let's take it. That is a bargain. Very good one. And there would also be the mortar here. I would love to get the white flag from at some point here now. Let's just push my clipper over there. You never know what the admiral is planning against us as well. Meanwhile, back in Knuters, we have a stable workforce again, though we do have still some smaller riots appearing and the plague over there, so that's just the daily business. But my population will, of course, prevail in this area. And what we should also be seeing here now is electricity for my engineers. How happy are they? Well, actually, plus 11. That's pretty fine. Having this need here fulfilled. I'm working on the coffee need right now so that we can push them further. And by the way, yes, my artisans, of course, could be upgraded. Let's go ahead and do this since we have the materials and we have plenty of artisans still.
The non-aggression pact has ended.
Oh, with us. Okay. Some more engineers down here. We're still having 1,500 artisans that we could potentially upgrade. So on the other side, let's also have some engineers now popping up out of nowhere, it seems. And all within the range of the bank, of course, because this will maximize our profits. Alright, actually rum has been unlocked right away, so I really don't want to use any space for the rum, even though we could, right? We could actually do this here. We do have a pretty big rum production in Martinez, but this is going for Knuters, and for now we do have the space. So let's actually start a smaller rum production here. We will not need a lot of it, and we can just really have it on the other side of the island. So somewhere over there, right? There's no real problem why we shouldn't do this. I don't think of anything because we have the space here on this island, and I would really like to do this. We have the Honolero workforce just fine. It does require a lumberjack hut, an additional one that we will need to add. So probably also somewhere up here then. Beside my clay deposits, we're also going to have then a nice little lumber production. There are some oil fields here that we're probably never going to use. It's just 2 of them out of the 9 that we have on this island. So probably not going to have a special train just for this. And then we have our sugarcane plantations. And yeah, really, I think it's going to be very, very minor what we're doing here. And let's just add some 3 to that. Let's leave a bit of space there. Very good. We can still add that road here so that we connect that side too if we need to. And with that, that is our basic RAM production. We are consuming not even 1 RAM per minute right now. And since it's Hacienda stuff, it's not going to go up there to great heights. And with that, the RAM production started. And the fry plantain is also coming in here now with Merlin. So the wizard is already coming in. And we got the bricks and the steel beams. With that, let's also get the other clipper that we have in the area. This one with a cool weapon on board. Let's get this one over to get some timber, because we have plenty of timber in Martinez. And I would definitely like to use this over there as well to further boost my economy then. Right, there you go. Fry plantain is coming in. With that, the ponchos are increasing.
Left ruins behind.
As we can see, so the demand for poncho is coming up now next. And then also some schnapps and some hot sauce. Hot sauce we can make ourselves though. No problem. And once again, the radius has also increased. We reached town level with the Hacienda. And we can now continue with just adding a few more Honolulu quarters. So over there. Right away. To make this one bigger and bigger. The Obrera quarters would also be possible already, right? So this one we could add, and I might do this then soon. But for now, let's just stick with the Honoleros. We do need the farmers. Next up on the list is the ponchos. They have been unlocked now. Let's go ahead with building 2 alpaca farms. So they're really cheap, so I don't really need to worry about this. 2 poncho darners right there. So they're producing it over there in the farms, delivering it to the poncho darner, and from here then right to the warehouse there as well. Simple as that. They're producing 2 for each one of them, right? And that means we already have a production of 4 and a potential of up to 8 that we can have then. Did I hear some fighting? Oh yeah, there is some fighting. So Beryl is getting crushed right now by Sean and leaving behind some loot. And since we're having ceasefire with the pirate, I might actually just capture those crates that are just floating around. By the way, oops. Another 11 minutes with Sean. And he really doesn't like us. So he's got a very good military score too. So in comparison with Anne is a nobody.
And while we're there, because everyone knows,
I would still at least like to go for trade rights, but she still has ridiculous demands there for the ceasefire. I'm not going to do this. 700,000.
Storeroom's full, boss.
And by the way, the storage once again is full. Do I not have enough trade ships? I've got 3 right now delivering the rum. Are we full on rum in Knutsches? I highly doubt that. It's a good way upwards there. And I might actually have another clipper on this trade route here, since rum is something we always need. The muscle cracker on its way for the next trade route. Let's build another clipper as well. And let's go ahead with... Oh, we don't need to build another warship, I wanted to say, but we have plenty of warships right now. Already also Beryl has captured this island over here. No, not Beryl, it's Carl Leonard from Malkin. The central island. Wasn't it part of the admiral before? I think it was. No idea. Looks like it. And oh yeah, Carl is getting a bit strong there, right? He's got 4 islands now, right here in the center. Nothing else we would need to do there for now. And after a short period of time, we do have the rum in stock. So let's just unlock the rum for my Honolars here. With that, the next important need has been fulfilled. The chapel is wanted as well. I could have the chapel really anywhere, or we have 2 chapels, which I think makes the most sense right now. We could also have one here in the center, which wouldn't be so bad either. Let's have one in the center. We can move this Honolaro over there, this residence, and have our chapel then just here. There might then also be some buffer between the chapel and the Honolaros on that side. This will provide direct happiness as well for my people. Oh, yep, very good.
You know my
As those 2 things are now being fulfilled. Schnapps would be another thing that is actually required. That's going to be interesting getting it over, or we just produce it here really. Another thing we can already do is let's move some of those Honeleros, like those guys, and perhaps those guys, since the radius has increased, right, as we can see. I can move them a bit further away and instead have here in the center then also obrero quarters. So we can go ahead with, let's start with those 4. There you go. And with that we also get some higher tier buildings now as well. Looking fantastic. And of course having a lot more needs such as tortillas, atoll and hot sauce. And for their happiness, a boxing arena might be in then as well. What we need. With that also, once again, the radius has been increased once more, as we can see. So I can now add more buildings here. And also, what we can see is this island here is now within its range then soon. And here we will then start with our plantations. The same goes for this area that is coming in. So I would like to have the plantations on these islands, while the core Hacienda stays true to itself with a city-like structure. So far so good. Stay tuned.